as well that you cannot do any injustice to any member, whether he doesn't belong to your relations or whether he belongs to any uh, religion or anything. So that means you have to take care of your neighbors also. So if your neighbors are at trouble, they are fighting with hunger or something, hunger or any problems, you are the one who is responsible on the day of judgment for not taking care of them, because it's written in hadith as well that whom to, let's say you have made some food gravy and you have shared with the relatives at home and others. Now who is the next person to be taken care of? So the immediate neighbors, the door next to you, irrespective, because it always has you have always have a tendency that you may not have a good relationship with the immediate neighbor. You may have a good relationship with the distant friends, but the immediate neighbor, it becomes a difficulty because you have the same wall shared. You might have some disturbances because of them. You might have some because of children. There might be some disturbances, but you have to still, even apart from this, the neighbor is the closest to you after your immediate relatives. So you have to take care of them. You have to take care of the very first door, irrespective whether you have good relationships, because of some different opinions or reasons or environment, but still you have to take care of them. So this was the Islamic thing and humanitarian way. So we have to take care of this. Now coming to the next level. Next level is, I'm talking about the nation as a whole. Let's say we are an Indian, or maybe you are an Indian. So before we try to curb the menace across the whole world, first of all, we should try to improve the conditions of the people in our own nation. Unless our nation is healthy, peaceful, without any, unless we have the power, we have the elimination of the poverty, there is no use to remove the problems of the entire world. First, look into your own country. Try to remove the poverty from there, the injustice from there. Try to get the justice for the poor people, or for the impoverished people, or the people who didn't get a justice. Try to get the justice first. So that I'm talking about the patriotism for the nation. So that is called a patriotism of the nation. To say that I am patriotic, I live for my country, I die for country, is simply a bullshit which is impeached across by the political parties, or maybe the who just want a vote bank or something like that. If you are really a patriotic, you would you would you would be patriotic in the sense you are taking care of the people living in your country. An average 99% of the Indian living across the world, I don't accept the idea that even if he says he's patriotic, he's really patriotic. No, he's not, because whatever money he's getting from his work location, either on site, America, Western society, or maybe he's working in India, the entire money he's spending on his own construction of his own building, construction of palaces, construction of or expenditure on marriages, or just visiting places, or something like that, because money is something which doesn't remain with the person forever. It has to go out. So when a person has money, he has to spend it. He has a tendency to spend it. So, and the most probable tendency for him to spend it on himself, or on his parents, or on his relatives. So if 99% of the Indians are looked into the spot, they are not taking care of the nation. They are not serving the nation. They are serving the interest of themselves, of their immediate family, or for the future inheritors. That is the generation to come. They are accumulating money so that it would be benefit for the inheritors. So we are not doing anything for the nation. We are simply earning money for ourselves, investing on our children, our wives, our family, constructing big buildings. We are not doing anything for the poor. We are not spending money on the people who are suffering from disaster. Let's consider the Bihar floods. We consider the situation in Gujarat, or any writing place, Odisha, anywhere. We are not taking care of them at all. What the hell they are suffering, we are not worried about at all. So how we can say we are the patriotic? No, we are not patriotic at all. We are simply patriotic for ourselves or our immediate family. We are not patriotic for the nation as a whole. So define a patriotism to prove, to say, justify that we are patriotic is simply absurd idea which is impeached by the political parties to gain vote bank and all those things. To simply raise the banner of flag, this is my Indian flag, and I hate Pakistanis, I hate Bangladeshis, I would die for my country, I will kill all the other people. This is not patriotism. We are in fact the killers of our own people. If we are ignoring the plights of the people, we are the one who are the, rather than being patriotic, we are not serving the interests of our own country. So now coming to the a broader sense of patriotism, which is most important, which is the patriotism for the humanity. Now, how do you define a human? The human being, the definition of a human being in Arabic term, the word for the Urdu word or an Arabic word for the human being is Admi. So Admi is derived from the word Adam. So when you listen to the word Adam, then you simply look into the lineage which we all human beings as a whole have. The people of the book, Muslims, Christians, and Jews, they all believe that all humanity came from the same lineage of ancestors, that is the Adam and Eve, peace be upon them both. And since so when we have the thinking that every human being has come from the single person, so that way each and every one of us is a relative for each other. We are bounded by the same blood relationships. So irrespective of the climatic conditions, geographical conditions, the boundaries we have, the race difference, the cultural difference, the difference of the religion, the difference of the color or race, anything, nationality, it doesn't matter at all. We all are bounded by the same blood relationship which inherit back to the Prophet Adam, peace be upon him. So so if we have that kind of a humanity kind of thinking that we all belong to the same God who created Adam, peace be upon him, and then through him he started the generations who all are bounded by the same blood relationships which inherit back to the Prophet Adam. So that gives an insight that no, we are not just Indians, Pakistanis, Bangladeshis, or Americans. We are all human beings. And in Islam, that human beings, the definition of that human being who believes in brotherhood irrespective of nationality and thing, and who believes on the one who created all these things starting from Adam, peace be upon him. So that the word for that in Islam is called Muslim. A Muslim is the word which is an Arabic term, has a broader meaning, not simply a person following Islam. It has a broader meaning in the sense it says that a person who is who who submits to the will of the Creator, not to his passions, not to his own psychological attitudes, not to his parents, not to his household politics, not to his national political games. He submits nothing but to the will of the God, and the God will is that you will not worship except the true God, not the false God, and you will not obey the laws of the humanity which are influenced by the politics. We all know that human beings as a whole, they are influenced by their own inherent tendencies, on selfish attitudes. Everywhere you see the American interest, you see the Chinese interest, all they conflict with each other because they have the political interest. The major role which every government should play in this current scenario would be to fight global warming, but no country is willing to take care of that because everyone thinks he is in a comfortable situation. If somebody has to suffer, let him suffer. So America and the Western society is not concerned at all. The